All right, let's do it. Let's have the discussion. Is my server pay to win? This video is pretty much dedicated to people who think my server is pay to win. There's actually quite a few people every time I do a stream on, the main channel. Is the server pay to win? The server is pay to win is what they'll say. The server's pay to win. The server's pay to win. So I kind of want to respond to that because I don't really believe that the server is pay to win. And honestly, I've heard the argument so much, I'm tired of arguing about it, and I really don't give a shit anymore. Like, if you think the server's pay to win, good for you. I just don't really care anymore. I'm so over it. It's just irritating. Heaven forbid, anyone, monetizes a Minecraft server is how it feels, honestly. Well, let's talk about it. What can you buy, and how's it pay to win? Well, first off, you can buy ranks, veteran rank, and ultra rank. All the ranks on the server, I believe, are veteran, ultra. I mean, here we are. We got a ton of them. Veteran, ultra, titan, legend, eternal, god. There's a couple other ones. Hero is one. I think there's 7 or 8 total. And you can buy these 2 ranks. What do these ranks give you in the game? Well, veteran rank gives you an extra set home. If you've played Minecraft, you know what that means. I'm not going to go too in-depth about it. If you're watching this video, I imagine you know what an extra set home is. So this gives you an extra set home. You can have 2 homes, 2 bases, maybe a home in the end, a home in the overworld, a home in the nether, whatever. A home for your team base. We have teams on the server, obviously. Home for your team base, home for your just personal base because you don't trust your team. And then what does this give you? This gives you the command /e chest. So you can open up your ender chest without actually being near an ender chest. In my opinion, this is not pay to win at all because these are commands that don't really give you any benefit. I mean, how hard is it to make an ender chest? Oops. Jesus. How hard is it to make an ender chest? Not hard at all. The ultra one, is the one that actually... We've only had one person buy veteran rank. People always buy the ultra rank, and because it's a higher rank, veteran rank, I mean, I understand that an extra set home is good, but let me tell you why this is necessary, why it's even necessary to monetize a Minecraft server. Believe it or not, I don't make a ton of money, I'm a shorts YouTuber, which sucks to say, dude. When I get my new PC here in 2 days, hopefully that changes, and we do a lot more streams on the second channel and, stuff like that changes because ultimately I want to do like variety. I don't really care to do Minecraft forever, I mean, I don't know anyone who would want to play one game forever. I think that's pretty reasonable for me to say. So ultimately, why do we have to do this? Well, I can't lose money on the server every month, unfortunately. The server costs money. Originally, we bought the server for pretty cheap. Day one, it was clear when we had 80 people on the server day one, it was very clear that, that wasn't going to work out. So then the same day, I bought more RAM, more storage on the server. Then another day, another couple days passed. I think 2 weeks now have passed, and we've been on this plan that we have right now. And this plan's getting kind of exhausted. When there's about 70 people on the server, it lags. Which this is a low player count right now because I hate when I do this because I talk about one thing then I go into another thing. All right, let's talk about it. The player count is low right now because vivsmp.net, which is the IP at the top of the screen, the IP you're supposed to be able to join with, is not available right now. Actually, when you go here and you do vivsmp.net, this can't connect to server. This is unknown host. But if you do it from our old IP when our server was Anarchy server, you can join instantly. Which is pretty interesting, right? That's because it was actually blocked by Mojang, vivsmp.net. Mojang itself blocked it. And I was wondering, like, what the hell? What the hell? Like, why would they block it? I messaged the people that we do our hosting with. They looked into it, and they actually figured out it was blocked. They, weren't for sure either. But they think it's for the simple fact that on our store page, we don't have a contact email. We just have it on there, or what we had before. Now I have a contact email. But what I had on there before was just, if you buy something on the store and it's not credited in game, but between like 5 to 10 minutes, contact me on Discord. I'll look into your issue. That has never happened. Nobody has ever contacted me. Everybody has gotten their stuff, within 2 minutes, I think. But, Mojang wants an email, so I added an email. And, I emailed them about appealing it, but they might be off for the weekend, which sucks, dude, because they did this Friday night. It's like, really? You blocked my server Friday night and you're going to leave it blocked for 2 days? I think that's pretty shitty business practice, honestly. I feel like if they do some stupid shit like that, they should be open during the weekend because I just think it's really dumb. But anyway, whatever. What was I even talking about? So the server is pretty expensive. I can't afford to lose a ton of money. I'm okay with losing money for about the first 6 months of the server, and if we're still losing after 6 months, then unfortunately I'm probably gonna have to pull the plug. Who knows? Stuff may change. Just the way the server is now and how much I spend on it now, which I don't really feel comfortable talking about yet. Yeah, I just don't feel like it's something that I can keep losing money on for over 6 months. So, unfortunately, you have to make money on a Minecraft server in order, or at least break even, or at least make a little bit, which is what I'm hoping right now for it to stay up. Now, I am happy to say that for the month of June, we are actually in profit, if you count the previous plan that we had. For this new plan that I'm getting, that's another thing. I didn't really touch on that. We got a new plan, right? I upgraded the server some more so we can probably fit 120, 150 maybe people in here with no lag, which will be nice. I don't know if we'll ever get that high. Hopefully we can, though. That would be really nice, because I kind of wonder, like, when we have around 70, 80 people on, does it not get higher than that because of lags? And I think it does, but I guess we'll see. But of course, we're able to update the server now that the vivsmp.net IP is not working, which really sucks because whenever you upgrade a server, it changes the IP, right? So a lot of people who are playing on the server right now are playing with the numbered IP, not the the lettered IP, vivsmp.net or vanarchy.win. They're playing with the numbered IP. So then, if I upgrade the server, all the people who are using that numbered IP won't be able to join too. So now we have 34 people on. We probably would have like 60 people right now, but vivsmp.net is just not working. So then imagine how little we would have if then the numbered one doesn't work. So that's just fantastic, I had to sit on a waiting list for like 5 days, and now I'm finally off the waiting list. And I really don't want to even upgrade right now because then we'll have like freaking 5 players online. Maybe not that little, but it is just something to think about, But anyway, a server just unfortunately has to make money to stay up, at least a little bit. And I don't think that's pay to win at all. Let's talk about the crate keys because that's the other thing after the ranks. Ranks, I don't think is a big deal at all. Crate keys are something I understand a bit more why people would say is pay to win because we have the money crate key. Now, what this gets you, 5,000, 14% chance of getting 5,000, 30,000, 10,000, 30,000, 10,000, 5,000, 5,000. 14% chance to get all that. You have a 2% chance to get 100K here, 2% chance to get 100K here. So a 96% chance to get in between 5 to 30K. 4% chance to get 100K. So, and these are $3 each for one of these. So, I do understand this one a bit more, because, it's money. We have an economy on the server that does benefit you. And people make the argument that, well, if I just spent $1,000 here at this money crate thing, if I just spent $1,000, I'd be the richest person on the server. And I understand that take, but I also think we should be a little realistic because nobody does that. Nobody does that. The most people have ever spent on a money crate key is $10. And I don't even think they hit 100K once out of that, which doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I do think it's important to think like realistically. Realistically, nobody's sitting here at the money crate key and buying $1,000 worth. Nobody's doing that, Like, I think that's kind of like a silly thing to say. And also, when you're running a Minecraft server and you have to make money off of it, for the server to stay up, ultimately, that's why we have to make money off of it. For the server to stay up, and we have to pay for plugins. I could go through a list of everything I've paid for. I'm not gonna, go too crazy. But, when the server was Anarchy, I had to pay for the Anarchy domain. I had to pay for VivSMP domain. I paid for the spawn, by the way. It's not something you can download for free. I paid for the spawn. We have a couple plugins, had to pay for them. Obviously, we have to pay for the server monthly cost. They had an upfront fee as well on top of that monthly cost. And every time I upgrade the server to a more expensive monthly cost, I have to pay another upfront fee. Very, very expensive. I've lost hundreds of dollars, not like talking about like profit. I'm literally counting like the money we've made off the server too. Even with that, I've lost hundreds of dollars on the server, which again is fine. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just, making my argument, my stance on whether my server is pay to win, So that's the big thing. Nobody, this is the only thing people complain about. Nobody has ever complained about, this crate. I mean, this crate, why would you complain about this? I mean, one thing that people could complain about that nobody really does is like, well, if I just joined the server, if two people join the server at the same time and one person spends, $10, which is 5 rare crate keys. Actually, we have it for $7.99, I think, on the store, so it'd be $8 for 5 of them. $8, and then the other person played for free. This person could potentially have full diamond armor before the person who plays for free does. And, that's true. And, it is what it is, if that's the case. I still don't think that's pay to win due to the fact that, like, the chances of you seeing other people is not very high on this server unless you TP trap them or, like, teleport to them, you know what I mean? Because we have a thing on this server. When you go into the server, you do /wild. Takes you out into the wild. 10,000 block radius. 7,000 people have joined this server since its inception. I'm going to go into creative mode here. You see like a little bit stuff like that people have made. But I mean, overall, you're not seeing very many people. And for that fact, I just don't think it's pay to win. Because how are you winning? Like, it's not really something you can win when you're not like fighting another player, you know what I mean? Go back into survival. And then, yeah, this crate is pretty much the same thing except with different, stuff on the side. And then we have the death crate key, which is pretty OP too, sitting at $3. These two are $2. That one's 3. This one's 3. Cool sword, still not OP. I mean, it's not netherite. What you'll notice is nothing in here is netherite. Not a single thing in here is netherite, right? Why is that? Why am I not selling anything netherite? Well, you go into here. You can't buy netherite armor. You can buy diamond armor, though, with in-game money. Yeah, ranks is in-game money. Yeah, you can't buy netherite tools with in-game money. You can't buy netherite ore with in-game money. So it's all something you have to find. And that goes for even if you pay and you get something crazy. You still have to actually go into the world and... you have to actually go into the world and find the ancient debris, right? What else do we sell on the server other than the crate keys and the ranks? We sell cosmetics /commands. Nobody's going to complain about that. It's basically like you can use /nick for 30 days. You can do /pp and have like, I don't know, dude. Let's just say I want to do something kind of cool. Glow squid ink and Batman. So now you have the Batman logo over your head. It's stuff like that. This is a really bad Batman logo. I picked a bad particle effect. But it's stuff like that, There's a ton of different particles you can choose from. But stuff like that. Obviously, nobody's complaining about that. And then we sell unbans, which people say is like kind of like immoral to sell unbans. Not a single person has bought an unban yet. But even if they did, I don't think it's that big of a deal because unbans are only for temp bans. They're not for permanent bans. So it's like, well, they're going to get unbanned in 7 days anyway. If they want to pay $20 to get unbanned, you know, it is what it is. I don't really care. And that's not against Minecraft EULA, by the way. There have been people in the chat that say this against Minecraft EULA. That was in the past. To my knowledge, it's not like that anymore. They changed it. Otherwise, they would have, you know, shut off vivsmp.net, the IP of the server. They would have shut off that domain for that reason and not because we didn't have an email associated with the website, right? So there's that. So that's all you can buy on the server for now. I am actually working on something else that you can buy on the server. There's going to be a free version and a paid version. Paid version is probably going to be the same as it is now. Nothing that's pay to win in my opinion, but of course there's going to be people that think it's just pay to win. You know, it is what it is, unfortunately. But, you know, I'm paying more for the server. I have to, you know, add like another thing. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's totally understandable. Maybe maybe it isn't. You know, if y'all think I'm like going too far and it's like this is too much, then you know, I mean, I don't have to do it, but at the same time, it's like we're getting a lot more people on the server now. Like I said, this is low. There's normally more people in this, but we're getting more people on the server now. You know, there's a lot more that's happening. You know, the server has to understand that, oh, this person's placing a block, this person's placing a block, this person's moving, this person's doing this without anyone lagging. So it's a lot on the storage as well. But yeah, I mean, the paid stuff is going to be pretty much, like I said, the same way as it is now. Not really going to change anything. I still don't think it's going to be OP. Y'all will see it when it comes out. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. I don't think it's going to be super crazy. I'm going to try to focus on cosmetics, maybe. The cosmetics, the plugin that I'm doing, by the way, for this thing was something else that I had to pay for, $30. And then the cosmetics plugin I'm wanting to use is another paid plugin. So maybe I won't do that yet because this is a big hole, man. This is a big money pit, this server. Which, again, I don't care. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just letting y'all know, for all the people who say it's pay to win, I'm just letting y'all know the nuance of it. It's not free to run a Minecraft server. It's actually quite expensive, you know, more expensive than you would think. So that's all I'm getting at there. Oh, nice. This guy got veteran rank. Dope, dude. So yeah, let's go ahead. Now that we've seen this, let's look at a really pay-to-win Minecraft server. I hope this is correct. Yes. Some of y'all may know this server. It's been all over a bunch of places. Called Lover Fella Craft. You have to download a texture pack when you load in, which is crazy. Also, y'all are going to see me lag because this server makes me lag like a motherfucker, dude. I lag like crazy on this server whenever this texture pack finishes loading. Yeah, when you see a screen this long, you know this is some crazy shit you're about to experience. Yeah, it's no secret that this server is pay to win. It's not like I'm going against the grain saying this. This server is by a YouTuber named Loverfella. Finally, we're in. So, Mega Survival is their SMP server, which is their most expensive, not most expensive, most played server. So let's look at this here. Jesus, man. I mean, every time I go in here, y'all can see the frames dropping, can't you? Jesus Lord. I mean, this is horrible. So, first off, we have like words on top of words. This server, oh my god, if I told you how much money this server made, y'all would lose your goddamn minds. This server makes 5 figures monthly. It's really insane. So we got a bunch of crate keys. What do these crate keys offer? This guy just opened one. Blast protection. So max enchanted diamond armor, nothing too crazy. You know, you can have this sword, looting 4. I mean, this is max stuff, you know. So already this is more than mine. How was that? What? How'd I get that? Oh, he's dropping it to me. Okay. This chest literally has stuff you can't get in vanilla Minecraft. Blast protection 6, feather falling 5. I mean, just look at this stuff. I mean, it's insane. Fortune 6. So that's pretty crazy. And you know, you have a bunch of people just mindlessly scrolling these crates, right? This is pretty crazy. I would definitely say this is pay to win. Although I do think that their textured stuff is super cool, dude. I do think it's pretty sick. That's pretty cool helmet, you know. It just makes me lag so much, and I think gaming, like my personal opinion, I think gaming should be for everyone. I don't think gaming should be like a rich person only type of thing. So you know, I can't handle it on my computer. I have a pretty cheap computer. I'm never gonna make our server like this, where if you have a cheap computer, you just can't play on the server because it's so fucking laggy. Yeah, because I just think gaming should be for everyone. And that's why also I don't think my servers pay to win, because I really hold the mindset that I think it should be for everyone. I don't think anyone should gain like a super crazy advantage if, you know, people pay for money for stuff on the server. Let's do another one. I think it's called DonutSMP.net. You could make a very strong argument that this server is pay to win as well. Let's go on it. We got Rare Crate, Booster Crate, Ultra Crate, Spawner Crate, PvP Crate. Let's go to their cheapest one, $2, which is the only one they have for $2. Pretty basic stuff. Nothing crazy. There's only... That's actually kind of good. Nice. Key, sugarcane. Pretty good. Booster Crate. This is where you could say it's pay to win, in my opinion. Each kill counts as 2. You have to pay for this, by the way. Each kill counts as 2. Spawners near you generate twice as fast. I don't know what shards are, so I'm not going to pretend. Get double playtime for 12 hours. Get 2 keys from each Keyal. I think every hour you get a key in game. This server is also hardcore. So each kill gets you 2 lives. It's like lifesteal, I guess. And death band or whatever. This one you could really, in my opinion, you could really say is pay to win. This crate has max ridiculous netherite armor. If we look in their shop, you can not buy netherite armor. You cannot buy any armor, actually. So, and many people don't even consider this server pay to win. I mean, there's 3,000 people on the server right now, and a lot of people don't consider the server pay to win. So in my eyes, if this server is not pay to win, my server is definitely not pay to win, right? I think it's incredibly crazy. I feel like a lot of people who say my server is pay to win have not been on a modern day Minecraft server. Because this is that. I mean, what I just showed you is simply just what a modern day Minecraft server is. And then you go on my server, and you can very easily, you know, rise to the top without ever paying. I don't think Sussy Pop-Tart has ever dropped a dime on the server. Neither has Chungoose, neither has Pyros, neither has Gamer Dragon. Like these people don't. I don't, to my knowledge, maybe one person has. I don't think any of them have though, because I get an email every time. You can be the number 1 on the server without dropping a dime. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people have done. And, you know, if I'm, like I said, I'm at a point where it's like, you know, if people think it's pay to win, it's pay to win. I don't really give a shit anymore. Because it's not like I could understand that if the server made a lot of money. If the server made a lot of money, then I'd be like, oh, okay, there's something clearly that people really want to pay for. That is just not a reality. The server doesn't make much money at all. At all, bro. At all. We're going to be negative for this month. We're probably going to be negative for the next, maybe the next. I mean, who knows, you know? But yeah, that's my insight on it. I just wanted to talk about this for, I guess, 20 freaking minutes. And let y'all know, like, the nuance of it, I guess, and why I really don't believe that this server is pay to win. I think that's really stretching the definition of pay to win. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. And thanks for watching.